What's up, Nintendo Buzz? This is KingDaddyDMAC coming at you with another Pokemon Heart Gold Wi-Fi battle. Today I have a match against Wilechase, is a fellow YouTuber, so make sure to go check him out. Link will be in the description. And this match was kind of a different lulz fun type thing. We decided to use the Tri-Legends from each of the games. I ended up getting the birds and the regis. He got the fairies and the dogs. We did decide to have no entry hazards for this match just because whoever would get the birds would be at a great disadvantage had Stealth Rocks been in play. But anyway, he decides to lead with a Uxie, and I have my Moltres. I'm going to go straight for the overheats, and I'm able to, after two of them, get some pretty sizable damage in, but he was able to get up a light screen. So now he yawns me again, which kind of sucks because my Regirock's going to fall asleep if I decide to stay in, but I'm really getting sick of switching, so this is a banded Regirock. I just go straight for the Stone Edge, and it's going to do a shit ton of damage to anything he goes into. Ends up being a Suicune, and it's pretty good because based on the amount of damage that is, I'm able to see that he's likely the Crocoon. I do fall asleep due to the yawn, but it's not a huge deal because I came prepared with Heal Bell on my Articuno. He ends up switching into his Mesprit, probably predicting me to go into the Zapdos and having maybe the Ice Beam and or be able to U-turn out, which he ended up doing when he saw I didn't go in and have switch advantage. But now my Regirock is wide awake, and this guy right here, as long as he doesn't start Calm Minding up, is going to completely wall him. Plus, I decided to use the Roar move on him just because basically I knew that having the dogs, he'd have two very notorious Calm Minders, so I just thought it was a pretty good idea to have. He's now back in his Uxie, and I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, and unfortunately I do get the freeze here, which, although it wasn't game-changing, it prevents him from getting one last final screen up. And I'm going to be able to take him out with the Ice Beam, so that's very good. That screener is gone, and I highly doubt he had the rest move. It's not very common on Uxies, but either case, he's now in his Entei, and I'm fearing here he's either orbed or banded, but either way, I know that at full health, I'm going to be able to take with ease anything this Entei has, and I'm going to be able to scare him out with that Stone Edge, which is Stab. And I'm sure he doesn't know yet that I'm banded, but when he switches back into his Mesprit right here, it's going to do a shit ton to him. He's going to get off that Psychic, but it's not going to matter. As long as I don't miss another Stone Edge, he's going to be taken right out. And he's going to go back now into his Entei, and he's going to be able to finish me off with an Iron Head, which is super effective. And goodbye, Blame Truth. So now I've seen most of the I already know what all the threats are on his team, but I've seen most of his movesets. I'm still a little concerned about this Raikou, but I go into my TSP Registeel, and basically for this fake out right here, I decided to use the Occaberry on him. Basically, if I was able to go in a situation just like this, I'll be able to easily survive that Fire-type move and take him out with the Earthquake. Now, I did decide to go with the Thunder Wave, which, most people would say, oh, it's just a waste of time. Why'd you do it? Well, I'm pretty goddamn glad that I did now, because that Earthquake did not take him out, and he ended up getting the Pair Hacks. So then I'm able to just Shadow Claw him right out. Now, here he goes into his Zelf, which tells me he probably has the Fire-type move, and I'm sure right now he is wishing that he used the Fire Blast instead of Flamethrower, not being Stab, and since he's using a mix set one, it really just doesn't get the hits that it needs to. I go for the Shadow Claw. I do get a crit, which sucks. I'm not sure if that mattered, but I do know that it does have a high crit ratio on Shadow Claw, so I didn't feel too bad about it. He's able to go into his Suicune and then just surf me right out. Now, I'm pretty sure at this point that he's probably a Crocoon, meaning that he only has the Surf move, so I took a little bit of a chance with the Zapdos, and I just go straight for the Discharge, kind of hoping for the Paralyze. Doesn't really matter that much, but this is a specially defensive Zapdos. And thank God he did only have the waterfall. So now I'm going to be able to easily take him out as long as he stays in with that next discharge. And great. That was probably the biggest thing that I was really scared about on his team, was just making sure that I take care of that Suicune, because that is just such a crazy OU poke. And here, this Zapdos is the only OU tier that I'm able to use, having the Regis and the birds. Now he goes into his Raikou. He goes for the Calm Mind first, which is a pretty smart move. I go for the U-turn, and I just realized there, now that was in case he subbed. I wanted to try and be able to break the sub, but I realized I didn't have the correct nature to be mixed, so that really probably wouldn't have even broke his sub. Either way, he's now able to go for a Thunderbolt, Bean Stab. After that Calm Mind, he's able to just annihilate my Moltres. So goodbye, Hayden. Now we finally go into Be the Man, and this was kind of my other custom set poke that I made. I don't know if it's completely custom, but I made sure that it would be able to take on either of the two Calm Minders. I go for the Psych Up, and what that move does is I'm able to copy the opponent's stat changes. So now it's as if I did a Calm Mind. I'm going to be able to easily live that next Aura Sphere and be able to take him out with an Ice Beam. So great game, Wilechase. Was a little bit of hacks, nothing completely game changing, but probably would have made it a little bit closer had they not happened. Guys, definitely go check out Wilechase. Thank you so much for watching another battle on Nintendo Buzz. And if you like this, come check out some more Pokemon Wi-Fi battles, including black and white battles, on my own channel, KingDaddyDMAC. Link will be in the description. Peace out, guys.